announcements about the box situation over in that conversation in the box Discord and in Chatterbox. And I think there are maybe some video breakdowns of what's going on. So if you want to know more, please head over there. But yeah, like the next actual box integration will happen here in this game when we do little challenges on earnings. And the box team is working on defining the next steps and the actual product and the roadmap for that as we speak. Vulture says, "Thank you for your box update." Yeah, sure, man. It's an interesting project. Will Wright and his company, we're talking to them again. It's pretty interesting. Let's see. Yeah, that's first rock. Did the box LV Postman says, did the box team have any supervision? So I think that the answer to that is that they did, but they maybe were not as forthcoming as people in the company would have liked. So we saw videos, right? This is all in the chatterbox conversation. If you gotta go check that out. But yeah, there was some supervision, but you know, people who are not in this company anymore maybe they don't follow protocol. Anything else? Rock this. It's good. Look, coming here to talk. I mean, I'm coming here to talk to you guys for a couple of reasons. One is that I know that there's some intersection between common ground players and box holders, right? Um, Not as much as I thought, though. There are a lot of people who hold box who don't play this game and have nothing to do with this game.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is that um, I thought that maybe you guys were wondering where the hell I was. Maybe not, but
They were. They
uh,
were asking about you.
yeah. Let's see. Dream saying, "Hey, all the CGW node owners should get a small production reduction on their NFT." What is that about, Joe?
Sounds like they want like craft speed reduction just because they own nodes.
For nodes? No, I mean you'll get your utility for your nodes. Um, we've discussed about the features regarding guilds, which the team is working on, and they're on track as far as I know, Volcron. And the other thing regarding nodes is that you will get them turned into NFTs. Well, we were told that it would happen by the last day of January. That got extended 2 weeks, as far as I know. I'm hoping no more. That's sadly out of our hands. That's the other teams in the company that manage NFTs, nodes, and chain. But yeah, we're asking every day if we're still on track for mid-February. Let's see. Dream, yeah, we were asking about you. I'm sorry. I know you guys miss me. I know that I'm the soul of this party.
They were getting tired
So
of just listening to Volcron and I every week.
Mm-hmm.
I know that potentially Riant and Moopsy came in also.
Yep.
What's her art director's handle?
I think it's
Just
just
plain old ISPA.
Isma. Yep.
Oh, he's going by Isma. Okay. I thought maybe he came here at one time.
I feel like he did.
Did, yeah. Showed off all sorts of good stuff. Like how do we art?
Yeah. So yeah. So working on box on the side. This team is in pretty good shape right now, so they know what they need to do. We have great people in the team. They're moving ahead with our roadmap. We have our competitions and sale items going out every week. I think that's gone out without a hitch lately, so that's good. So this team doesn't need as much supervision as the box team needs right now. So that's why I'm over there more than I'm here. So yeah, that speaks great about Volcron's role, as lead engineer. and of course Farmer Michelle Community. We have Isma in art, Rihanna as PM. We have Whoopsie in design. This team is working pretty great right now. I'm really happy with the results, and
Me too.
hoping to have the promised features out in the promised dates. So we're working hard to hit those dates. Um, yeah, maybe we should move on to the actual AMA if there are no more questions.
Let's do it. I think our first headline is the light paper, which is still in review by legal. I did see a copy of it though, so it's out there. So I would hope that it'll be out there soon. Legal stuff tends to take a while. There's, a lot of regulations to go through with all the different countries and all the different places that everybody lives. So once that is
Yeah.
approved by legal, we'll have a copy here for the public.
I did see that we asked them to reduce the deadline. Like they had a deadline for like end of February to review. I was like, no, we need that now. So I think that was moved for next week. So we should have an answer
Nice.
from them next week.
Awesome.
And remember, guys, that it's not gonna be the final version. Our plan is to keep iterating on it, um, uh, based on your feedback and other stuff. But yeah, that's on the way.
We'll have to see if we can get another town hall with Bitbender.
Yep.
What else we got for headlines? Some rewards went out this week for the Cup of Coffee event, the Gal rewards, and the Hasty Barista NFTs. Those went out. I believe everybody got them yesterday, maybe the day before. We already
How
talked about. Oh, sorry.
how is coffee being received? I've missed that whole thing. Right, we released coffee, and I remember that was something we discussed a couple months ago, and Why Not Gent was really pushing for coffee internally and towards the community. How do you guys like your coffee? Have we had any answers from people?
I've heard some people say they like coffee a lot. I haven't seen anything negative about coffee so far.
Well, the art is pretty cool. I'm hoping that
Mhm.
the NFT designs and everything is also really fun.
Grok says, I need more coffee metas. Gimme.
More coffee metas. Any news on the extra rewards? I'm not sure I know what that is.
Oh yeah, a couple weeks ago, rewards got sent out twice. We're not gonna we can't take them back. They're already in your wallets, so we're just gonna move
Is
forward.
is that Common Ground World rewards?
Yeah, the Gala rewards got sent twice.
Was that your fault, Farmer Mitchell, or is it a change in verbiage?
I wish it was my fault. Nope.
Okay, maybe it's Rian's fault. I'll go talk to him sternly. So coffee good, and I see better than fishing. Okay, fishing is fun too, right? But let's see.
Coffee
So
and
we have
fishing
a.
go very well together.
I don't know how Farmer Mitchell. How do they go?
Well, if you're going fishing, you got to bring coffee, right?
I honestly never gone fishing,
Oh
so
man.
I wouldn't know. That's not so common here. In the south of Chile, yes, but not where I am.
You at least start with coffee, then you switch over to beer.
Okay, that sounds very American. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
probably.
So love to hear about you guys liking coffee. We have more things prepared for the next months. So yeah, what's next on the headline? Sorry to interrupt.
Let's see. We already talked about nodes as NFTs and how that got pushed a couple weeks. I think we've got some social media updates.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about the Zealy a little bit. So, another month has gone by, and we're going to be revealing the Zealy rewards soon. But yeah, I'll drop it right here. But we're going to be giving away some chocolate fountains to the top 25 participants on the Zealy board. So those are probably going to be out, I guess, around the time when the other rewards go out, Farmer Michelle.
Yeah, that would be my guess as well. So early next week,
awesome.
probably.
All right, awesome. So yeah, those who placed in the top 25 will probably be receiving their chocolate fountains. Other than that, we also are planning a little special Valentine's Day campaign. We're gonna have some more of that coming soon. So just continue to follow the social media updates as they come out. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all that I got. I guess like one other thing to just mention, if you guys want to check it out, but Isma added a little funny dancing animation to the stationery shop owner. And some people were like, "Can we actually have this in the game?" It looks pretty. I mean, I don't know about actually having it in the game, but these look pretty funny, though. I definitely admit that.
Yeah, I love that little clip.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got here? We'll remind everybody again to be careful of scammers. Remember that nobody from the team is ever going to send you any type of a direct message. If you get any message from anybody pretending to be Farmer Michelle or Volcron, they're not us. We're not going to send you a message. Don't click any links in your DMs. Don't ever give anybody your password, your seed phrase, none of it.
Yeah.
If you're Google
Be very
searching for
careful.
Gala, make sure you're on the correct link. I suggest not doing that at all. Have it bookmarked so you know exactly what website you're going to, because there are fake websites out there.
Can also follow the links in the Discord, or also look for the official Twitter account. They should have the official links there as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good advice. We got some news from Gala on the Gala chain. I'm going to send a link in Discord here. Version 1.0. Oh, this content is blocked from the server. Okay, mods. Anyway, go to github.com/Gala chain /SDK. And yeah, check it out. It's very cool. Pretty excited to see that go version 1.0 live, and the teams work super hard on it. We ourselves on our game, we did a little hackathon, and the technology is super good. So take a look. Let's see. I'll go into game updates.
Yes.
All right. Let me do. I'll do fixes first because it's pretty short. It was mostly data fixes this week, and as always, just check our announcements and our posts when something goes live. When you want more details. Today there is the bug to the stuck ATV going live, I believe, and it's made it through QA, so it should be queued up for deployment. And then for features, more guilds work, more UI, and more working with the art team on the UI. And then functionally, players being able to reject invitations, leave a guild, demote a user, promote a user, depending on your role, of course. We've added some more anti-cheating, things like bot detection and some better reporting. And let's see, that's it for the features. Let me keep it nice and short. Just a reminder that we're doing the guilds first. And then after that, we're going to do the daily challenges, turning back on earnings, which will be really exciting. And after that, NFT upgrades. So those are kind of our three big things this year, with all the little features and all that as we go. So that is it for game updates. What's up next, Farmer Michelle?
Oh, let's see here. I think we're moving on to Q&A next. The first question that I have here from the forum says, I love the cartoonishly oversized items that the workers carry. Can all the items be oversized so we can see what they're carrying? Some awesome examples are sugar, wooden boxes, lumber, and the old battery design. Examples that are hard to see are salmon, jewelry, and ceramic mugs.
Oh, that's a good idea. How about a toggle instead of like an always on or off? That might be cool. I'll check with the team and see. It doesn't seem like that would be very hard at all. A toggle, probably not saved to your user profile, just something you could toggle on and off at runtime to adjust the scale. Yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, next one is a question for you, Michelle. It goes, why does a weekly contest start on a weekday when people are working? How does this factor into acquiring new users?
Well, the reason it starts on the day it starts is, we do a poll every quarter. I have not sent that survey out this quarter, but I'll try to get that out this weekend. It's almost done. And every time the same, it's always Tuesday is what wins. I think because we've been doing Tuesday for, 3 years now at least. And people have changed their work schedules, and that's what they want because they've adjusted their lives basically to play Common Ground World every Tuesday. So people will continue to vote for Tuesday because that's when majority of our players would like it to start. If the majority ever decides that they want to switch it to Friday, then we'll certainly switch it to Friday.
Okay. Next question was, when will the town utilize the Gala token? That one.
You have some. Yeah, I don't know if they're asking like inside the game use the Gala token. I don't think that there's a plan to use a Gala token inside the game, even when like upgrades and all of that start. I think we're probably going to use the Dirt soft token, which will eventually switch over to whatever the official token becomes after the soft token process ends.
That is my understanding as well. Yep. It'll be nice to have our own soft and tradable or hard tokens as well. So looking forward to seeing that come through. Let's see. This one looks like it might also be for you, Michelle. Is it possible to have the NFT reward the month previous to the next meta so it can benefit for upcoming events?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is possible. Sometimes we do try to organize them so that it works out that way. It's not always going to be perfect. Like this week, for example, or this month, the Hasty Barista was for what, the second coffee meta, so it got sent out halfway through the last coffee meta event. But some months when we send out the blueprints, it works out perfectly. It just, we don't want to send them out too far in advance. Like we couldn't have sent out the Hasty Barista last month because then it would have just kind of sat in people's wallets, unable to be used in the game for a month. And that, that doesn't really look great. So, but we do try our best to do that. It just isn't always going to line up with timing perfectly.
Okay.
This is next question. Oh, the next one's for you. I'll read it.
Oh,
it
all right.
says, will there be an NFT rental system in the future? Because if there is an NFT rental system, Gala may earn more from charging a common fee for renting NFTs between players.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the business model, right? Like part of the reason that you're going to be able to, as I understand our roadmap, yeah, you could buy an NFT, it's level 1, and then you love the game, you play it, you level your NFT up. Suddenly, well, not suddenly, but over time, you've got a level 20, and you're like, hey, you know what? I need to go on vacation because I'm so cool, and I'm going to rent out my NFT while I'm gone. You rent out your level 20 that nobody can buy necessarily, right? All they can buy is level 1s, except I guess on various exchanges, you could buy the higher level ones. And then, yeah, I mean, that's the plan, right? That's the whole part of the whole business model is you own something valuable and you rent it out when you're not using it. So I guess the interim step for new listeners or people who don't know what we're doing with guilds, one of the main points of the guild feature is you have a library. And this is not a chain operation. This is just an in-game database, right? So if you're the guild owner, you own an, as they're still calling it, Townstar Node NFT. You make your guild, you stick your NFTs you're not using in the guild library, and people can use those in their towns. And there's no transaction fees or anything because it's pure game database. You still own it. It's still in your wallet, but it's available to be used. So that's the first step. And then later, we'll have that rental, which I'm actually pretty excited about. So yeah, hope that answers it.
I think the important piece there is, yeah, like you can, as a guild owner, you can slot your NFTs into this library, and then guild members can check them out, right, Vulcan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, what we can't tell you what to do is how to accept people into your guild. So, for example, if you want to say, well, there's a 50-cent entry fee or $1 or whatever, right? There's an entry fee to be in my guild, but I have these awesome NFTs to share with people. That could be something that you could do. Or you just let people in. I don't know. It's completely up to you. So we don't have, we're building the functionality first, and it's up to you how you use that functionality. But direct renting, it's something that it's not in our immediate roadmap yet, right? We're working on nodes, the challenges, upgradable NFTs, and a couple other things. But this will be like a first step, as Vulcan said.
Yeah, that's a cool point. I hadn't thought about that. Charging, at a personal level, like charging people to join your guild. That's a cool idea. Next question is for you, Farmer Michelle. When will we be able to build over top of our pastures?
I don't believe that is coming back to Common Ground World on Godot. It was a bug on Play Canvas. Everyone just kind of got used to, so we just kind of stuck with it.
Hmm.
But I don't believe that there's any plan to change that. I guess we could certainly look into it if you'd like us to. But there wasn't any plan to do anything about that. That
Yeah.
was how it was intended.
All right. Let's see. Next one is you all should have a Portuguese version for players from Brazil. I agree. I mean, we'd like to support as many languages as possible. It's relatively easy for us. So I will check with our localization team and see if that's something we could do relatively quickly. We'll find out. Next one. Will there be a way to combine or utilize our nodes? I guess you mean our nodes or our node NFTs as part of a guild we don't own. I mean, be a little pedantic there. You didn't say Townstar nodes or Common Drawn World nodes, but I'm going to answer it as if you did. We don't have any plans to incorporate founders nodes into this yet, but yeah. So yeah, that's the whole point, right? So you're going to have multiple nodes, and you're going to be able to fuse them, if you want to use that word, or combine them to level up one node. I believe that's the current game design, right, Musashi? So you have two, and you want to upgrade your guild to level 2, so you combine them. Now you have one node NFT, but it's a level 2 node NFT.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's the plan. Part of the work that this other team is doing, Chain and whatnot, is not only to turn the licenses into NFTs for nodes, but we also gave them, and I processed that data myself, the information on how many node NFTs each person or each account should get. Right. So I know people paid X amount of money in thousands of dollars. They will get one NFT per $1,000 spent on licenses. So we already gave all that information. That team is working on that, hoping for mid-February for you to get in your wallets, and then you can do whatever you want with them. Like those individual NFTs, you can give them away or sell them or wait until the functionality is done to consume them to level up another node. Now, how to use them for other people nodes? We don't have specific plans for you for that, right? So you would need to, have a good relationship with someone else. Say, hey, I'm giving you this node for these purposes, right? Or you can just sell them, right? Say, hey, you need more node NFTs to level up your guild, which I'm part of. I can sell it to you, right? So you're completely free to do all of those things.
That's a cool feature too, right? So let's see. Well, the new trend of NFTs. Oh, with the new trend of NFTs that give speed boosts, how can we measure it? Can it be added when you click on the building or worker so that you can tell if a speed boost actually is applied? Yeah, so every worker belongs to a building, and the worker speed, if we're talking about default worker speed, not current, based on what type of terrain they're standing on, every building has a speed applied to their worker. Yeah, well, actually, I read this yesterday, and we started talking about how we would add that to the UI. We already have the information; it'd just be a matter of showing it to you. So we want to be careful of cluttering up the UI, but yeah, I think enough people ask for that. That might be something we could fit in. I will let you know. It's a good idea. Last question, maybe for you, Musashi, about node NFTs. Will there be a sale of more town nodes?
More node NFTs for Common Ground World.
Yeah.
We're not planning on that yet, right? Because we still need to build some more functionality. Like for example, we just talked about the B1 for guilds that we're working on and we're on track is, it's all the UI and work for and logic for joining, removing, leaving, plus the NFT library and a couple other things. But it doesn't contain the upgrade because we need to work on upgradable NFTs after daily challenges. So I don't think it makes much sense right now to sell more nodes if that functionality is not there for people to use it by consuming them to level up a node, right? Um, so no plans for selling more nodes right now.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Any live Q&A? One Todd Gent finally tuning in. Welcome, buddy. Start AMA over again, please. Let's see. Jetty, speaking of features, can we get keybinds on remove and quick buy? Great idea. Shouldn't be too hard. It's customizing it that usually bogs people down. But yeah, if there was hard-coded like, I don't know, W is wheat or something, that would be very, very simple, but we'll have to see how it fits into the schedule. So, shared to Volcron here, but didn't get a response. I'm sorry, Alexa. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not
Where are
sure,
we?
Lex. I'm not sure what you're asking.
Oh, production monitoring. There were some feature requests a couple of these ago. People were saying like, "Hey, I'd like to see different columns in the production monitor, different improvements." We don't have that on the roadmap because we're focused on guilds right now. But ideally, we finish everything on time or early, and then we have time for nice to haves like that.
Yeah, I know that. So I want to step in there. I know that we have tons of suggestions for quality of life improvements, and I would love to tell you guys, oh, we'll fast track this or that. But I think, from my perspective as team lead right now, the most important thing is to deliver on the promised features, right? So we're noting down all of your suggestions for quality of life improvements of all kinds. And as Volkan said, if we get the time from an engineer, like, oh, he's idle right now because I don't know, he's not needed for the big feature we're working on, we can task him with some of them. But I really want this team to come back on the promise date and have guilds out, and then daily challenges and so on. So anything that disrupts that potentially, I'll try to prevent it. So I don't know if that's good or bad for you guys, but that's how I want to handle this. Where all these quality of life improvements sound great, and I love some of those ideas. We have noted, we have written them down, all of them. We have tickets for them. But I can't, in good faith, say that yeah, we'll put them right now on the schedule when that could potentially affect our current roadmap. The most important thing for me is to get to nodes, and guilds, and then daily challenges, which I think is really important for you and also for the Box community. And we have other things planned for after that, but I think that after daily challenges are out, that will be a time where we can say, okay, we'll probably have a little bit more time now to devote some resources to quality of life improvements. So I know that may not be the thing that you want to hear, but it is also a thing that I think lots of you want to hear, right? So it's a fine line, I guess. Sorry if that's not the answer some of you want.
Yeah, I think holding up to our promises is good, right? And then turning earnings back on and all that good stuff. So, what else we got here?
I threw a couple live questions in the live Q&A section. I think the first one was from Smoogie. It says, what happened to the 64 by 64 town?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we haven't made any plans for that. Right now, all the NFTs and everything are designed toward the current size. We've been playing around a little bit with irregularly shaped towns. Yeah, we'll see. Technologically, there's nothing really stopping it. There may be a couple optimizations we have to make, but no news on that.
The next live question. Oh, we already asked about nodes. Actually, I think that's the only. Is there any other ones in the chat here?
Let's see. One what looks like a very simple, like 5-minute quality of life type thing is that when you click apply on a skin, you don't have to. You're not placing it in the town, obviously. You just click and apply. For people that own a lot of those, it's kind of annoying to have to open the inventory again and go click apply again. How about when you click apply, you just leave the inventory open? So yeah, I asked the devs for an estimate. It should just, if it's a one-line fix, we'll probably be able to do it.
Are there any other live questions out there? I see a lot of people typing.
Mm-hmm. When will we have the world map back and be able to fight next time over with new weapon NFTs? Oh boy. FPS. That would be fun, right? But there's no plan for the world map again, I don't think.
No.
We still have the assets and all that, but
No, we had other ideas around what was it? Randomization of the starting town. That is my baby. I would love to have that. But again, as I said before, we need to focus on the things that have been promised, right? Not only here in Common Ground World, but also in Box and in other projects in the company, right? So those kind of features that I would love to have will have to wait until we have fulfilled promises that people have paid money for, right? So for example, nodes, you guys have paid money for that. Daily challenges, you have paid money for that. So I want to fulfill those promises before I start devoting resources to this other stuff. But once we do have the time, I would love to have that, and I have the data ready for it. I have the feature prepared. We have mock-ups for it. A starting town that is different for each person, and you can kind of re-roll some of the parts of it. We have written it down. It's just that we don't have that in priority.
From Nacho G about the upgraded nodes, which means upgraded guilds. What are the plans on earnings? Will the upgraded nodes give you more points per day toward earnings? Is there any plan on that?
That's something that I have discussed with Bitbender at some point. So we'll have to figure that out. There are benefits to consuming a node to upgrade a guild. So I don't have a good answer right now. Sounds kind of reasonable, but I need to have Bitbender approve anything like that.
Choose our preferred biome every week with the oil seat. That's in the plans, right? To be able to eventually choose the biomes and the super tiles. And
well, that's what I just mentioned, right? There's
Yeah.
there's a system design. We have data for it. We have mockups for choosing your biome and also having some randomization on your starter town. And then you can re-roll parts of it. But again, we need to get the promises, hard promises, out of the way before we get there.
I see Time Machine asking about a custom NFT site for sales, so he doesn't have to scroll through the store to try to find things. If you're inside the game, there's that little circle down on the bottom that has the pop-up boxes. Every week, the NFT that's on sale will be right there, and there's a direct link directly to the NFT. So you don't have to scroll at all. Just open your game, click on the message box, and click on the link. It'll also always be in the Discord announcement. There's a direct link right there in the Discord announcement.
Seawolf, yes, earning the daily challenges and thus the earnings are going to come back after guilds.
Yep, that's the plan. Okay, guys, I really gotta jump, but I know that the guys have information on the next competition and sale, so please um, you know, keep hearing these guys, and I'll try to come back a little bit more often. If you don't see me, it's because I'm talking to the box team. So thank you, everybody. Have a good
Thanks
weekend.
for being here, Musashi. Great to see you.
Yeah, of course, I love coming here. Bye, guys.
Bye. All right. No free lunch. Can we have a heads up before patches and maintenance, even if it's only 15 to 30 minutes? I will.
Sorry. I mean, we do usually do that. I think the last changelog post I made, I said that it was going to be live any minute. So that is kind of what already happens. You just have to pay attention. I mean, if it's announced in the changelog channel.
Yeah.
They really only happen twice a week.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't. So we have in our long-term plans the ability to push, pop-ups out to everybody. Just the reward for that wasn't super high, so we didn't build that feature in yet. But ideally, you'd be playing and you get a little pop-up that says, "Hey, servers are coming down. Your town's been saved. Please log out."
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to. Why don't we move on to the next event and stuff before we run out of time?
Go for it, Farmer Michelle.
Oh, and Dubsub had asked for a leak about what the NFT storage for the month was. So this month, January, the one that's coming out probably in a week or so would be my guess, is a jewelry storage. So it's going to be, common, uncommon, and rare depending on how much you played or if you have a note or not. And those are going to hold bracelets, chandelier earrings, gold-plated heart pendants, golden heart necklaces, jewelry sets, and lobster clasps. So that will be the NFT reward for January, for playing in January. I'm not going to tell you what February is yet because it just started, but I'll let you know in a couple weeks. Let's see what else. So we can move on to the event this week. As I think everybody has seen, it's red envelopes for the Lunar New Year. So there's going to be 3 new crafts added to the game this week. We've got bamboo. So it'll be a bamboo farm. Those are going to grow at 240 seconds if they're not being affected by anything. If they're as slow as they can possibly be, it'll be 1,920 seconds, which is super slow. So you're going to not want to put that in the shade. They're going to require 9 water. And those will make bamboo shoots. That will be used to make eco paper, so environmentally friendly paper made from bamboo. So you're going to need 5 bamboo shoots, a glue, and a water drum. That'll be made in your stationery shop. And then with that eco paper, you'll be making red envelopes. It'll be 3 eco paper, a gold, a mystic matter. And that will also not be affected by anything and be made right in the stationery shop. I'll have all of that stuff out for you in text format shortly after this town hall ends so you can see it all. The stationery shop is going to have, $950 in wages per minute. The cash cost of that is going to be, looks like, $950,000. Just requires a dirt road, cast 2 shade. It's going to be 10 wood, 10 lumber, and 10 energy to build it. That is all the information about the new stuff added to the game this week. The biome is desert. It's west oriented. I think you've already seen the image in the leak from Leaky Wednesday that happened on Thursday. The edges for that are a mountain to the north, and then east and west are both desert edges, and there is a river on the south. It's a regular 20-second delivery with 1 gas. Normal initial cash amount, 25,000. Cash boosts this week are honey, which is going to be at 15,000, and the bamboo shoots, which are normally 400, but we're going to boost them to 2,000 cash. Wool and Mocha Coffee are returning back to their normal stuff, and the red envelopes will obviously be star boosted at 100,000 stars.
It's a lot of stars.
It is a lot of stars. You're going to want to make red envelopes. I don't know why you would make something else, but if you were thinking about it, you should probably make red envelopes instead. Oh, we've got an NFT sale today at 2 o'clock my time. So it's 11 o'clock Pacific. It's a couple hours from now. That is the Lantern Festival, which I also posted about yesterday. I've seen some people post about it in the chat already. So it's going to give wherever it's placed, a global 50% boost speed to crafting for both red envelopes and bamboo shoots. So that'll significantly reduce your bamboo shoot grow time from 240 seconds down to 120 seconds. They do not stack, so you can't place 2 of them and get 100% boost. It'll also double the walking speed of the worker from the stationery shop. So they'll be zooming around. Their normal walking speed is 2, so their walking speed will be 4. Math the Captain, I see you asking about the jam boost because I said that jam would be boosted, but we just talked about this a couple days ago, and these events were already planned and built and everything before we talked about the jam boost. So like I said, it'll be for the rest of the month. But this event was already created and finalized before we talked about boosting jam. The next NFT after that one is the Tunnel of Love. That one's epic. It's going to give some craft speed and some passive water. I saw some people asking if it was just 3 passive water to 1 surrounding tile. It's going to be 3, 2, 1, like a regular, what is that, a good fountain, an alpha fountain good. And it'll also give a 10% craft speed boost to the eco paper. That's all I've got for NFT sale information. The price on those Lantern Festivals is $400. There's 250 of them in the store, or there will be in a couple hours. And that's all I got. Are there any questions?
Why is Town Hall called Gathering Some Flowers on YouTube?
That I don't know. A voice in my head said check the thumbnail. It is almost Valentine's Day.
All right. Well, guys, I think that about wraps us up, doesn't it? Farmer Michelle, Ninja
Yeah,
Surprise.
if we don't have any other questions or anything.
All right. Once again, thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for being here, Farmer Michelle, Musashi, who's already gone, and Ninja Surprise, and our mysterious voice in our heads, Paul C. Remember to click like and subscribe on those videos and turn on notifications so you don't have to wonder when we're going live.
Yep,
And,
share it with your friends.
Share, and check out Ahead of the Game as well. Listen to all those. Watch those. And y'all have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Take care.
Bye.